Hi, welcome to another update video from the CTAD Clinic. My name is Dr. Mike Lloyd and I'm currently at the ESTD AFTD conference in Brussels on day 2. This has been a really fascinating day. Yesterday was excellent with a one-day workshop, and today is continuing the links between attachment and dissociation throughout the lifespan. We've had some fantastic talks today. I think the two highlights were Mike Salter, the president of the ESTD, talking about the vulnerability of new technologies for children and young people online. Terrifically scary information about how vulnerable some of these kids are, and the efforts being spent to try and understand what is going on for them and the nature of the attachment processes throughout their lives that might bring that vulnerability to the fore and obviously lead them to becoming exploited online in various different ways. It's truly frightening, but absolutely incredible to know that people like Mike Salter and the teams, and so many people across the world obviously, but the teams in Australia are working so hard to try and bring safety to the fore with this topic, which absolutely needs more and more attention the more the technologies are increasing. And the way that attachment actually leads kids towards the online and the way that they need to be protected online, you know, obviously it's a massive area that we all need to be paying attention to. The other thing is that I never thought I knew anything about crying other than just my experience of crying, a fair bit recently with bereavements and things. But Eric Benet did a wonderful talk about babies crying and the nature of the attachment systems and how important crying is, and the way that we either close down the processes of babies crying because we find them too distressing and we can't cope with them, and the impact that that can have actually on the development of that child, their attachment systems, the way that caregivers and parents respond to crying and how it can trigger their own internal attachment systems. So much contained within a single tear. In terms of what we're thinking about how tears can generate processes of engagement and attachment with other people, and at the same time that they can push away people. Our tears from infants through to adulthood can be distressing for other people and they want to close down. It's a truly inspiring talk to understand that, followed up by Renee Marks talking about the sort of disorganized attachment and dissociative identity disorder, and looking at how our attachment processes and dissociation are all featured in. So a huge selection of talks. We even had a talk about epigenetics and looking at how the DNA can be altered and changed through traumatic processes, and the potential of this to pass through generations, and then to recover from it using psychotherapeutic techniques or mindfulness, for example. So it's hard to know what to focus on. I mean, there are definite highlights. This is a wonderful conference, and I think the importance is that we continue looking at the role of attachment, whether secure, insecure, organized or disorganized, and the way that this features in with dissociative processes, and to understand how attachment and relational trauma are linked, because this is likely to be at the heart of so much of what we do clinically to be able to understand the nature of this relational trauma. Thanks ever so much for listening in. Thank you to everybody at the conference. There's another day to go to tomorrow, so I'll do another session tomorrow. And tomorrow's the last day of the conference, and many more talks to come. I love the fact that they've been working this through between English and French all day, and absolute kudos to the translators who have been working so hard to bring this content to everybody so that the entire audience, whether French speaking or English speaking, can gain everything that they need from it. So thank you to all concerned, and I will see you again soon. Please do take care.